Hey, welcome back. This is day 6 of Demystifying Dark Magic. I'm Cheryl, obviously. So, today we are going to talk about the King himself, the light bringer, the morning star. On the 6th day, 666. You see 666, 666 is the number of Lucifer. And I'm going to sound like a total fangirl in this video, and I don't care, okay? Because I'm Luciferian. That means I honor Lucifer as my God. He is my Father God. If you hear me ever say thank you, Father, in a video, I'm talking about him. I'm talking about Lucifer. Who is Lucifer? This video might be kind of long, so you might want to just sit down and relax and just listen. So we're going to dispel some myths today. So who is Lucifer? Well, for one, he is the king of hell, the one and only. There is nobody above him in hell. He is not just a demon, he is the demon. As a matter of fact, let's talk about who he really is. Let's talk about how Lucifer is a co-creator of all, of humanity. Him and the one known as God are actually co-creators of humanity. Lucifer was not just some angel who was cast out of heaven. Okay. He chose to leave because there was a division over the free will and enlightenment of humanity. One wanted to subjugate, one wanted freedom for all. Lucifer is the epitome of illumination and enlightenment and divine rebellion. So do I sound like a fangirl? Probably. I think he's amazing. Several things you cannot do with Lucifer. You see these videos, or I'm Lucifer's wife. Lucifer's my husband. He loves me. I'm going to have his baby. That is not a thing. You cannot invoke Lucifer. I've talked about invocation pieces the last couple of days. You cannot invoke Lucifer. You can do an evocation, and that might be the next video I do. But invocation with Lucifer is not a thing. You can petition him, you can give him offerings, you can talk to him, you can build a relationship with him, which I highly advise. You can even do pacts with him. You can do pacts with demonic entities, which I haven't discussed, and we'll probably have to talk about that in another video. And I say that because I do have a pact with Lucifer. But we're not going to get into pacts today. It's a whole other thing. But Lucifer is the teacher of enlightenment. Free will for all so that you can go out here in the world and create the life that you desire. That's really what demonic energy and working with demons is about. It's about creating the life that you desire to live. Whatever type of life it is, whoever you want to be, working with demons can help you with that. There has not been a single thing, there has not been many things that I have asked for that I have not received. And if there was something I have asked for that I did not receive, it was normally replaced by something better. So, and that's with any demon, but especially with working with Lucifer. Lucifer wants you to have the best, but he also wants you to be the best. It is no small thing to work with demons. It is no small thing to work with Lucifer. Like, it has to be taken very seriously because he do not play. I don't know how many of you watching this have ever been to the military. But when you go to basic training, because I've been to basic training, but I have not been in the military. Okay, let that sink in. But when you go to basic training, well, when I went to basic training, I had a drill sergeant, and he was like, our goal here is to strip you of who you think you are, strip you all the way bare, so that we can rebuild you into the magnificence that you're supposed to be. That's what it's like working with Lucifer. Sometimes you find yourself stripped bare. Your life, your plans, just everything you thought you wanted. And you'll be asking for change. You'll be asking for evolution. You'll be asking to level up. You'll be asking to elevate and ascend. And he will be like, cool, let's do it. And then your life starts to unravel and you're like, I don't understand what's happening. It's like, oh, well, didn't you ask for elevation? Didn't you ask for ascension? Didn't you ask for growth? Didn't you ask for a new path? And you're kind of like, yeah, I did, but like, no buts. I cannot give you and lead you down this new path and you taking all your old baggage with you. You can't do that. You can't take all your old baggage into your new life. That's what it's like working with him. He gonna strip you of all of these things that are holding you back so that you can evolve into your best and better self. It's amazing. It's also very terrifying. It's also very terrifying. But if I could only work with one other demon ever, if they were like, you got to pick one, it would probably be Lucifer. Corazon will be a real close second. And we haven't talked about Corazon because she's just so, she's just, I can't even put into words what Corazon is like. But Lucifer is like, he would be the one I would pick. Like, if you have something you want, Lucifer can help you. You need to do return to sender work, he's got you. You want to get wealth beyond your wildest dreams, he's got you. You need to rebuild yourself emotionally, be more resilient. You need to heal from trauma, he's got you with that. You need help with protection, he's got you with that. You need a new job. You need to make new connections. You want your physical vessel to be at peak, what's the word I'm looking for? You want to be just your finest and best self in all areas? Yes. He is literally the most multifaceted demon there is outside of Corazon. And we just can't talk about her today because there's just so much. But he's absolutely amazing. He's amazing. He's helped me in so many areas of my life. He's helped me become a better person in a lot of areas. Forces me to rise to the occasion in a lot of areas, every area. More confidence, more peace. You find it easier to surrender to the chaos because you know that there's a very strong, firm hand guiding you through it. It's such a beautiful feeling to know that I can walk through this life with him, with his support, with his guidance, with his love. It's amazing. I absolutely love it. I wouldn't trade being Luciferian for anything. Not a thing. That's how I feel about it. I wouldn't trade working with Lucifer for anything. So, this is his sigil. Like I said, there is no invocation piece for him. You cannot invoke him. This is his card from the demon deck, theorderofdarkarts.com. Okay? On these cards, you have their sigils, but it also talks about them. If you want to connect with Lucifer, the best way to do it, if you're going to utilize, any information that I give you, you can go to theorderofdarkarts.com. Get the Introduction to Demonic Magic book. You can get the ebook. There is a ritual in the book, the Light Bearer's Call. If you are considering being on a left-hand path and you want to work with demons, it is recommended that you work to build a relationship with any demon you want to work with, but especially Lucifer. I feel like, and this is in my own experience, there have been periods of my life that were very hard, where I had to really surrender. I had to give up a lot of things. I had to lose a lot of things. Intense periods of shedding. And in those times, I find myself more desiring to have a very close relationship with him. Not that I don't already have a close relationship with him. Because in my own personal opinion, I am one of his favorites. Okay, this is my own personal opinion. This is not hearsay. This is my personal opinion. You can't tell me that I'm not his favorite. Okay, one of his favorites. I'm probably not his top, but you know what I'm saying. I'm one of his favorites. Okay, you can't tell me that I'm not. My life is proof that he loves me. So anyway, building a relationship is very important. I think I mentioned this before with Osiris, and I talked about doing coffee chats. All those coffee chats that I do with other demons started with me doing them with Lucifer. Every Sunday, I would give him an offering and light a candle for him and literally just sit and talk. 10 minutes, 20 minutes, just run my mouth. Sorry, I dropped my phone. But those coffee chats originated with me starting to do them with Lucifer. Giving weekly offerings for his altar. I have his sigil. I have several. I have his demon deck card. I have his crown. The Order of Dark Arts makes these demonic crowns. Absolutely gorgeous. He has an offering plate, and he enjoys top shelf whiskey. He actually really enjoys Maker's Mark, Blood, Public Proclamation, Burning Black Candles, Loyalty, Sacrificing of Ice. One of the things, if you want to work with Lucifer, he values people who want to evolve. You cannot come to him saying you want change, but you're not willing to do no work for it. That's just not going to work. You got to be willing to work for it, okay? It's not going to be easy. It never is. True elevation is not easy to obtain. If elevation and ascension was easy to obtain, everybody would be elevating and ascending. And that's what it's like working with him. You can't go to him and say, I want to be my best self, but I don't want to change for it. I don't want to do that. He not fooling with you. He don't want to hear that. So you gotta be willing to sacrifice. What are you gonna give up to be your best self? It could be a vice. It could be, something holding you back. He also values loyalty. You can't be wishy-washy. If you're going to be 10 toes, like you got to be 10 toes down for him. Because he's going to be 10 toes down for you. Like Lucifer will be 10 toes down for you. Show up for you. Anytime I've ever been in a place in my life where I was in a rebirth cycle, where I felt like things were falling apart, and I would call out for assistance and ask for a sign. Please tell me that I am not forsaken. Because sometimes that's how it feels. When you're elevating, it feels like you've been forsaken by whatever God you pray to. I be asking for signs. Not as you need to show me you working type of deal. More like please let me know I'm not alone in this. Somebody send me a sign. I will ask for a sign. So, but yeah, if I could only work with one being forever, it would probably be Lucifer. Like if they were like, no, you got to pick one, it will be Lucifer. He has never failed me. I don't know a single Luciferian that has ever been failed by him. He wants the best for all of us. He wants us to have the best, to be the best, to do our best. And he loves us all immensely for it. Even when we feel like we're failing, even when we feel like we're a mess, he loves you anyway. He doesn't forsake you. I mean, well, I'm not going to say he doesn't because, y'all relationship might be y'all relationship. You might do something terrible and he might. I don't know. I have no idea. But I don't know anybody who's been forsaken, no matter what they've been through. So, anyway, Lucifer is just amazing. It's the difference. I'll say this. You could work with a million different spirits. There's a spirit for everything and anything. But working with other spirits and working with Lucifer is like having crumbs or having a full loaf of bread. Lucifer is the full loaf of bread. You don't want crumbs. You want to eat. You get what I'm saying? Do you want more or do you want less? Do you want freedom and free will and enlightenment? Or do you want mediocrity and begging for scraps? Not me. I want it all. I hate that saying, you can't have your cake and eat it too. What is the point of having cake that you can't eat? That makes no sense to me. I don't want just the cake. I want the ice cream. I want the brownies. I want sprinkles on top. I want it all. And that's why I love Lucifer. Because Lucifer wants me to have it all. He's going to make me rise to the occasion to get it. But if I do the work, he's going to help me. Because of course, what they say, faith without work is dead. And I don't care what spirit you're talking to. I think they all probably believe that. That's my opinion. Don't no spirit want to bless you and you're not willing to do no work for it. You cannot be lazy trying to up-level your life. You can't be lazy. You have to be an active participant in your life. And you can expect for spirits to show up for you. You can expect for whoever you pray to show up for you. But you have to be an active participant. You can't be lazy. I'm going to say this prayer and light this candle and that's going to be that. No. And certainly not working with demons. You cannot be lazy. So much you want to do demonic magic. Chaba. You have to be an active participant in your life to work with demons. They be like, oh, okay, you want me to show up? I'll show up. You show up too. We in this together. They gonna help you. They gonna do probably a lot of the heavy lifting. You gonna do some lifting too. You gonna do some changing too. I have never had to level up more in my life, mentally, emotionally, physically, energetically, than I have had to do in working with demons, especially with Lucifer. You cannot be lazy trying to work with Lucifer. He just don't play those games. He's not gonna do it. He's not gonna do it. He can help you with any type of problem you might have. I mean, I have asked for things and gotten 24-hour results, same day results. Me petitioning for things with him. But that's me after I've built a relationship, after I've shown that I show up as an active participant in my life, after I've shown that I'm willing to do what it takes to have this thing. And if I do what it takes and this thing is still not given to me, then you know what I think to myself? Maybe that particular thing is not for me. If I've done all that I can do and then laid it at the feet of Lucifer or laid it at the feet of whatever demon I'm asking for help and I still don't get it, then it's probably not for me. It's not for me. They don't want to give you things that are going to harm you. They don't want to give you things that are not going to be in your best interest. They don't want to give you things that down the road you're going to absolutely regret and hate. Now, sometimes you might need to learn a lesson. And I think sometimes they give you things because you keep pressing for this one thing and you're being inflexible and they keep trying to give you something else. But you just want that one particular thing real bad. And they be like, no, you let that go and I'll give you something better. And he's like, no, I don't want nothing. I don't want better. I want this. And so then they give you that thing. You be like, oh man, this is terrible. Duh. Duh. But yeah, working with Lucifer is a one-on-one crash course in power, purpose, freedom, understanding those things, enlightenment, releasing disillusionment, releasing fear, standing in your power. Working with Lucifer is about standing in your sovereignty, showing up for your life, for your dreams. So I hope that you do choose to work with him, or any demon for that matter. They're all amazing. And maybe I'm biased, I don't care. So anyway, thank you for listening to my rant. Love y'all.